fabulous friends, welcome to the second season of Sexy Stylish Talk. This season, we are going to be interviewing men because I want to know what they think about sexy stylists, about the 10 sexy assets that lie within you. And my guest today is a dear friend. He's a developer, real estate developer and film producer, Noam Baram. How are you, darling?
Good, thank you very much. How are you? I'm very happy to be here.
Thank you for coming. Thank you. And I'm so happy that you got a chance to read my book.
Twice.
What is your opinion? Because I want to know May's point of view.
Well, I look at this book more as a guide. If I can say a guide to women, maybe in some sense a guide for men. And I think this book is a short book, but it gives a lot of information on how to live your life, how to enhance your life, how to enlighten your life. And every chapter in this book is connected to the next chapter. So the first chapter is confidence. You cannot do much without confidence. Then you go to knowledge. So yes. I think it's well connected and well written, and I really enjoy reading it.
Thank you, thank you. And one of the we are going to be talking today is about confidence.
Correct.
Yes, and I know that is one of the chapters that you like the most as well. So let's talk about personal. What made you confident?
Well, in my life it's a few factors. First of all, I think confidence comes from values and family values. And I grew up in a very highly respected political family in Israel that success had to be made by yourself. And my mother always strived to give me more and more confidence,
yes.
putting me in courses, helping me out and giving me strength. That's the other part of the confidence came from the army. At age 18 I went to the army,
okay.
I became a lieutenant, and when in the Israeli army facing war and situation every day, you have to elevate your confidence.
So you get that confidence from the doing.
Correct.
You get that confidence from, you know, for the experiences.
Yes,
that's a good confidence.
Confidence is a cumulative experience. So
yes.
I think my mother, the army, and then coming to the United States on my own, studying, working, everything together led to a high level of confidence. I think with me personally, part of my confidence is knowledge. When I study and when
yes.
I know a lot, and when you go into
yes.
a room and you have a lot of knowledge, you have confidence.
It's so true, and I always say that, you know, confidence comes from knowledge. Confidence comes from a good place that you know.
Correct.
You know, like if you have a job interview and you prepare yourself for, you know, to do your best in that interview, you're going to be confident.
Correct.
But if you do not know anything about the company, you didn't research the company, you do not know who is interviewing you, and you are going to feel very like no confidence.
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
no confidence
Correct.
about it.
Correct.
So
you have to research and know
yes.
who you're dealing with, and even if you're talking to somebody who is way above
yes.
you have to talk in the same level. You should not
yes.
show inferiority complex. It's very important.
Of course, and so it's extremely important that confidence, it comes from the doing. This is not a confidence that sometimes people think that it is a very fine line between confidence and arrogance.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you a story, and I'm going to be honest. So there was a certain time that I was on the level of arrogance and not confidence. That was in a time that I started my real estate company. I had a limo, I had 10 employees, I had a lot of knowledge, and I thought I can do anything. And I knew that, which is a very hard thing to do, and then I went to study Kabbalah for 4 years in order to not let the arrogance be confidence and be more modest. So this is a very good point because I myself went through it.
Wonderful, and thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that, because yes, arrogance, it comes from a place that is not a good place. It's come from a place that is about putting people down.
Correct.
And that is not confident. That comes from a place of insecurities.
Correct.
Yeah,
so I think that it doesn't matter who the person that you're dealing
yeah.
with. Today I look at every person, and it doesn't matter if I know more than I treat
yeah.
the person in their level.
Same. Exactly.
You have to give it's about respect.
Yes, respect.
And arrogance, you lack respect. That's the problem.
Exactly. Respect is extremely important. Respect to others and respect to yourself.
Correct.
So, changing this up, what do you find sexy
I think part of sexy as the woman is confidence and knowledge.
Exactly.
And spirituality. So I think that combination of walking out there, not afraid of taking risks,
yes,
not afraid of tasks and that, I think part of that makes a woman very sexy. It's not only about the outside,
then
it's the
not
inside,
only about
the
big booty or the big boobs or whatever the society
Yeah.
is telling us what is sexy, you know. Society, what is society telling you right now? You know, Kim Kardashian big booty is sexy, or this, or the big boobs is sexy, but I wanted you to hear from the man's point of view that is not all.
And not for me, no. For me,
Yes.
confidence is going into a room, be able to establish eye contact and talk about different subjects, carry yourself in a very nicely manner, like usually you are, with grace and dignity. I think it's more important than the outside and how you look, because in the end of the life, the relationship is based on inner connection
That's
and
true.
out of outer connection. So I
That's
think that's
so
very
true.
important.
It's so true. So ladies, please remember. What is your advice for men, you know, to be more confident in their own skin, both professional and in the relationship?
So, for my
Personal.
experience, and that's more me, part of the confidence is knowledge. I think
Yes.
that people have to learn more,
Yes.
to know more,
do,
to research
yes,
more.
And I do believe, and I totally believe that a man who is very knowledgeable, I think is very sexy.
Yes, because
Yeah.
part of my interest, in contrast to most of other men that don't have, that I can talk about astrology, numerology,
Yes.
past life, and women like that. So I think men are, it's not enough to talk about Wall Street. It doesn't interest so much. You have to know to talk about business, but to talk
Yes.
about art, to talk about movies, to talk about theater, about music, and to try to learn more about spirituality, because women are interested in that.
Thank you. That is great. Yes. So guys who are watching, remember to learn a little bit more about art, and more about movies, spirituality, because women like the sensibility of it, right? So what is if you have an advice? If you have an advice for the millennials, you know, what do you think?
That's a very
for they
good-
can have more confidence in the workplace and as well in the relationships with the friends and also in the romantic relationship.
That's a very good question. So when I grew up, there was no social media.
Yes.
I grew up watching movies, reading books, and playing soccer and interacting
Yes.
with people every day.
Yes.
That was the way. Today people are involved more in Facebook and Instagram and
Yes.
social media, and they're hiding behind the curtain. And I would definitely suggest to Millennium to open up more communication channels and meeting face to face, learning more, enhancing their knowledge, and not hide behind the computer, because I think it makes the person more individualist, not in a good way, that they're afraid to go out there in the public. And I think that's part of it. And that's also regarding relationship. I personally am a little bit old school, and I don't believe in relationship talking through the computer. I don't believe it brings anything. I think people have to take the guts, sit down face to face, and meet.
That's so true, and I totally agree with that. And I think that we are missing that in our society, and that's extremely important. And you might think because you know we are so driven by technology and social media that's not important. It is important. You know, face-to-face meeting, face-to-face relationships, friends, romantic, is extremely important.
Yeah, that's
that
the foundation of where we came from.
Exactly, and that's the foundation to really start growing your confidence.
Correct.
Right?
I agree 100%, and I think that this is not going to change 1, 2, 3. There has to be some kind of an event or a monument thing that people are going to get out of the computer, go out there and meet people. But the way we're interacting right now is the right way for future, for men, for women, for society.
Exactly. Thank you, darling. Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for sharing your knowledge. So, stay sexy and timeless. Besitos.